From Tampa Bay's #1 news station, this is the Fox 13 4 o'clock news.
Well, do not take the flu to any Super Bowl parties. There will be plenty of those this Sunday. Of course, this is a quintessential American tradition. Millions of us will be gathered around the TV on Sunday, whether you're watching for the competition, the commercials, the halftime show, all of the above. Millions of us will tune in. But we always want to be legal-minded, too. That's also an American tradition, is liability, right? So let's talk about issues that could come along with Super Bowl parties. We have Jim Giardina with the Consumer Rights Law Group joining us again. He survived Gasparilla. Look,
that's right.
You made it.
Good time at Gasparilla.
Yes, we all did. All right, so now we go from Gasparilla parties to Super Bowl parties. What are some of the big issues? The NFL is pretty strict when it comes to how you can have these watch parties, right?
Oh, yeah, and you know what? They have to be, right? Yeah. So the name Super Bowl, the name NFL, the name of the teams, the logos of the teams, and the broadcast itself. These are all protected intellectual property. And there's a legal doctrine called waiver. And what it says is if the NFL doesn't actively pursue people that are infringing on their intellectual property, they may later on be deemed to have waived that when it comes to someone else who wants to.
So they can't afford to set that precedent.
No, they just can't do it.
So that's why we may see local restaurants or bars having big game parties versus Super Bowl parties, right?
Even at home too.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to send flyers to your friends or an email to your friends, be careful what you put on the flyer. You know, you want to have a party at home, it's important. Don't charge admission. Don't use the logos.
Is the NFL going to come after me if I print up some flyers and
you know, let me tell you, they came after. There was a church in Indiana, 2007. They have a Super Bowl party, and the NFL sent their lawyers sent them a letter. You need to. You are doing a lot of things wrong.
Really?
Do not have this party. Yeah. So the first thing they were doing wrong is, you know, they're using the name Super Bowl. The second thing is, they have a projector. They're projecting the game onto the wall. And there's this law. It's 17 U.S.C. 110. It's a thick law, and it says, among other things, 55 inches is the maximum TV size that you can watch a Super Bowl game.
Really?
That you can watch a game at unless you're in your house, right? So that's the rule. The church, they were using the name Super Bowl, they were charging admission, and they were using a projector. Now, at home, doesn't matter what size your TV is, but you can't charge admission for a home party. And you can have your friends over, have a good time, but when it comes to bars, restaurants, that's where this law, the 17 U.S.C. 110 kicks in. 55 inches is the maximum TV size at a restaurant, right? If you see somebody at 56, they are breaking the law.
Did not know that.
Yeah,
I want to say that I've seen that around the area, possibly with some bigger than 55.
Sure.
I don't know if they're showing the game on it on Sunday, but I guess we'll find. It's probably a risk that some places take, I'm guessing. Let's talk about this. There's so much money in gambling now on these games. I mean, it's huge. Can Floridians legally bet on the Super Bowl?
Well, you can bet, but you can't bet legally in Florida, right? So it's going to depend on, you know, we have horse racing, right? We can bet on horse racing. Until 2020, there's going to be dog racing. We have the casino. You can gamble in Florida, but sports betting is illegal in Florida. What that means is you've got to place your bet somewhere else. You've got to place it with a Las Vegas casino.
Nevada, New Jersey, Mississippi casinos now have
Monte Carlo and Macau, right? So if you're going to go online into the online casino of one of those places, that's the way you want to do it. A bet between friends. You'll lose your friendship if somebody doesn't pay you, but it won't be legally enforceable. But if you bet with a place that's licensed and the place where you place the bet, now that bet is going to be legally enforceable. In Florida, no.
I gotcha. Well, just a side note on that, I did see that already $6 billion, $6 billion in wagers have been placed on the game. So I don't know who you've got, Patriots or Patriots by 2.5?
You know, I'm going to go with Patriots by 2.5.
We're not going to give out any advice in that area on this show, but it's definitely something to be mindful of as we approach Super Bowl Sunday or Big Game Sunday. Linda?
Big Game Sunday. Thanks, Chris.